Students, today we will discuss solution of differential equation, linear differential equation. We know that in case of linear SHM, the force acting on particle, it is directly proportional to displacement, but their directions are opposite. Therefore, we can write F is equal to minus kx. And from this equation, in last video, we have obtained differential equation for linear SHM, and that differential equation is d2x by dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. This is differential equation for linear SHM. So now this equation we will solve, and we can obtain three different values for linear SHM. One is acceleration, then velocity, and then displacement. So our intention is to obtain acceleration, velocity and displacement. Equation for acceleration, velocity and displacement for linear SHM. So see this differential equation, d2x by dt square, it is nothing but acceleration. We can represent this term as acceleration. So A, acceleration A, now it becomes minus omega square x. So acceleration produced in particle performing linear SHM, it is given by minus omega square x. That means acceleration and displacement are oppositely directed. Negative sign indicate that acceleration and displacement are oppositely directed in linear SHM. So this is equation 1. Now we will obtain velocity. See this d2x by dt square. We can represent this d2x by dt square as dv by dt, because rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration. So dv by dt, it becomes minus omega square x. I will rearrange here this step, dv by dx into dx by dt, only adjustment, dx cancel, we get dv by dt is equal to minus omega square x. Dx by dt, it is nothing but v, rate of change of displacement is nothing but velocity. So dv by dx into v is equal to minus omega square x. Dx shift to this side, we get v into dv is equal to minus omega square dx. Equation 2. Now see this equation 2 carefully. Both sides there are derivable term, so we can integrate equation 2. Integrate equation 2. So what we get? Integration of v into dv is equal to minus omega square integration of x into dx. Integration of v into dv, it is nothing but v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square integration of x into dx, it becomes x square by 2 plus c. I will take here c, constant of integration. Why? Because these are indefinite integral. Therefore, I take c, constant c. So this is equation 3. Now we can find out the value of v if we know the value of c, constant of integration. And this constant c we can obtain from boundary value condition for linear SHM. So if we take the example of any linear SHM, we know that in linear SHM what happens? Particle is performing to and fro motion. This is mean position, This is extreme left position and this is extreme right position. Now what happens here? This is the maximum displacement covered by particle on both sides. That we called as amplitude, either in this way, in this direction or in this direction. Amplitude. So remember what happens here, when particle is at mean position, velocity is maximum, and when particle reaches at any extreme position, its velocity becomes 0. So what are the boundary values? There are two possibilities. If x0, v is maximum, and if x is equal to a, v becomes 0. So I will substitute this value, this boundary value. When x is equal to a, v is 0. When x is equal to a, here particles stop and again return back. So why particles stop? Because velocity is 0. So x is equal to a, v is equal to 0. Substitute here equation 3. What do we get? 0 minus omega square a square by 2 plus c. That means c is equal to a square omega square by 2. We have obtained boundary value condition. From boundary value condition we have obtained c. Now substitute value of c in equation 3. What do we get? V square by 2 is equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus a square omega square by 2. So v square is equal to, we can write here, a square omega square minus x square omega square. We can take omega square common. V square is equal to omega square a square minus x square. Therefore v is equal to plus minus omega under root a square minus x square. This is equation 4, which represent the velocity of particle during linear SHM. Plus sign indicate that this velocity is away from mean position, and negative sign indicate that velocity is towards mean position. If we consider magnitude, neglect this plus minus sign. Simply write v is equal to omega under root a square minus x square. So now last case, displacement. Displacement. That means x we have to find out. So this is equation 4. I will take magnitude of velocity. V is equal to omega under root a square minus x square. So to find out displacement, substitute value of v as first order derivative of displacement, that is dx by dt. V is nothing but dx by dt, rate of change of displacement with respect to time. If we say rate, there is no need to say with time, because rate itself indicate that it is a ratio, displacement to time. So omega under root a square minus x square. Shift here, dx square root of a square minus x square omega into dt. Again I will represent it equation 5, and same in the case of equation 2 we observe that there are two derivable term here, therefore we integrate it. In the same manner here also there are two derivable term dx and dt. So we have to integrate it to find out the value of x. Integrate on both sides. Integration of dx square root of a square minus x square omega integration of dt. So this is formula sine inverse, remember this formula, very important, sine inverse x by a. Sine inverse x by a is equal to omega t, and I will write here integration constant as alpha, constant of integration alpha. Here constant of integration is c. for velocity. Constant of integration is alpha for displacement. So sine inverse shift, it becomes x by a sine omega t plus alpha. Therefore, x is equal to a sine omega t plus alpha. This is general expression for displacement in case of linear SHM. So if we shift x here, acceleration becomes a is equal to minus omega square a sine omega t plus alpha. This is value of acceleration. Now remember here, what happens if the particle start SHM from mean position? If particles start SHM from mean position, so the value of x becomes 0 because particle is starting SHM from mean position. So what we can write, 0 is equal to a sine omega t plus alpha. On solving this, 0 by a, it becomes 0, and sine of this angle is equal to 0, that means it's sine 0 0. So the value of alpha, it is 0. Value of alpha is 0. So if particles start SHM from mean position, the final equation for displacement becomes x is equal to simply a sine omega t, because alpha is 0. And if particles start SHM from extreme position, now the case is different. If particles start SHM from extreme position, either extreme left or extreme right, so here the value of x is a equal to amplitude. So a is equal to a sine omega t plus alpha, a cancel 1 sine omega t plus alpha, and sine of this angle is 1, that means the value of alpha is 90 degree because time interval we take 0. So here the value of alpha is pi by 2, 90 degree. So what happens here, if we substitute the value of alpha here, pi by 2, sine theta plus pi by 2, omega t is nothing but theta. So sine theta plus pi by 2, it becomes cos theta. So the equation becomes x is equal to a cos omega t. So remember these two different equations for displacement in two different conditions. When particles start from mean position, displacement is x is equal to a sine omega t. When particles start SHM from extreme position, the displacement becomes x is equal to a cos omega t.